you. How are you doing today? We are going to be making for you on TotallyBeads Live this morning some very beautiful earrings using lovely little crystal beads. They're, I would say, statement earrings. They're very sweet. They're a little bit dangly, but they're very lightweight. So I'm going to take you over to the website and I'm going to show you the absolute beautiful colours of these today. I'm going to cheat because I can't decide which ones I like the most. Every time I look at them, I fall in love with another pair. So I'm going to use a mix of the crystals. And if you think they look lovely, then I do suggest that you get maybe a couple of the packs. So good morning to David. Good morning to Brenda. How are you both doing? What's the weather like? It's been very overcast this morning. Yesterday we had all weathers, apart from the snow. So it rained really heavily, and then it went really sunny and bright as well. So who knows what the day will bring. Good morning to Joy. Hello to Mina. She says good morning, Natalie, and everybody. So I'm going to take you over to the website now while a few of you are coming in. I might show you it again at the end. So we're going over to totallybeads.co.uk. If you would like to make along with us today, this is where you can get your gorgeous goodies from. So over on the website, we've got a section of our video tutorials. So everything we make with you Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, you can see what we've been doing and what's included in your packs. And if there's anything you take your fancy, you can just click on here and have a little look. So today is the Tara earrings. And I did give you a look of these on Monday, a couple of days ago. So some of you will have seen them already, but they're absolutely beautiful. They've all been discounted. They were £4.99. They are now £3.99. That's going to make up one pair of earrings. And they are absolutely lovely. So you can choose from Auburn, which is a beautiful orangey colour. We've got a bronze rainbow. We've got a dark champagne. We've got electric blue, we've got mermaid pink, and we've got blue iris as well. So 6 gorgeous colours to choose from. If we have a little look back, you'll see what it is that you get. So you need a little bit of chain in your pack. That's going to be included for you. We've got 2 colorways, so we've got gold and we've got silver, so all your findings and your earring hooks will match. We've put these beautiful Auburn ones on the gold colorway, so your chain will be gold. You're also going to get 20 pieces of your cubes, so they're crystal square beads. They're 6mm in size and they're absolutely beautiful. They are faceted. They've got the most amazing color and the most amazing twinkle. So when you're wearing them, they're going to be sparkling and looking very pretty. They catch the light so lovely. You're also going to get your spacer beads in there. There's going to be 40 in there, so enough, as I say, for a pair of earrings. And you're going to get your head pins as well. I'm using the 50mm head pins today, so we've got a really nice length on those for you. And of course you're getting your ear wires. Now I did show you these a little the other day. The ear wires I absolutely love. They're kind of like little drops. They've got a wider base. I'll show you them in the flesh. And I think they just, personally, I think they look a little bit more expensive than the usual French hooks. So have a little look at the colours. You can click on the pictures here as well, so you can see what they look like when you're wearing them and what they look like when they're lying flat. They are absolutely beautiful. So they are the Auburn colourway for you. Don't forget, if you're new to us, you also get 10% off with this lovely little code as well. You can subscribe to us. So that is the Auburn. We've also got this beautiful bronze rainbow. These are also on the gold colourway. So again, everything you need in your kit there for the absolute bargain price of £3.99. We've got the dark champagne, which is gorgeous. They're really lovely. They are perfect all year round. Some of them I think would be gorgeous on maybe like a festive work evening. Others, a summer garden party. As I say, all year round, absolutely beautiful. These are your dark champagne colourway. They're on your silver findings and they are £3.99. And the electric blue, which I'm very much drawn to. They're gorgeous. You know, I love my blues. Again, these are the silver for you. You're getting your chain included, all of those beautiful crystal square beads. You're getting your metallic spacers, you're getting your head pins, and you're getting your ear wires too. Then we've got the mermaid pink. I know somebody who loves the pinks, and to be honest, I'm loving these too. So you can see again how they look like when they're dangling, how they look like when they're on, and when you've taken them out, that's what they look like as well. So very, very pretty. They are your mermaid pink colorway. They're on your gold. And your other that you've got on your silver plated findings are the purple iris. Now these are beautiful. I'm going to have to these down on the mat because they look blue, and then they've got the most amazing purple colour to them as well. And as usual, my photographs don't do them justice, so I'm looking forward to taking you down on the mat today and showing you those. So everything in your kit makes one pair of earrings. Everything you need is in there, and they are £3.99. It is quite a quick make, I would say. You can make them fuller, you could maybe make some lesser full ones. It's entirely up to you how you like the look of it. So I'm going to have a quick scroll back through the comments and say good morning to you all. So I've said good morning to Mina. I've said good morning to David. He said, I thought I was going to be late. It's sunny, hot and muggy. Where are you watching from, David? Today here, I don't think it's that humid at all. It was yesterday. I went to the supermarket in the evening, and when I stepped outside, it felt like, you know, when the warm air, it hits you, like usually when I'm abroad. It was very, very warm. Joy says it's overcast in Peterborough. Brenda is very early in the morning. It's 4 a.m. where she is. So thank you so much for joining us, Brenda, all the way over in the USA. Good morning to Celia. She says it's wet and miserable in Bolton, so you're not too far away from me, Celia. Anna says, good morning. It's raining again here in Perth. Good morning to Mandy. She's hoping I'm okay. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing, Mandy? Are you well as well? Good morning to Lucy. She says, good morning, lovely. A bit thrown this morning. I was expecting Kitty. It's a nice surprise. We've done a little swap. I had plans on Friday, was due to go on a canal boat trip. It's been arranged 3 times, I think now, for various reasons. Usually the weather. There was storms last time and it got rearranged again. And now we've just been notified that the engine's broken. So I don't think it's meant to be. We're going to do something else instead. So we're going to have a lovely long bank holiday weekend. So Kitty will be with you on Friday. And I've snuck in today instead. Good morning to Gwen. Hello to Camille. Hello to Adelina. Good morning to Kim. She says, good morning, Natalie. Lovely to be here for a live. It's my had my day off swap, so I'm here. Yay. So me and you have done a swap today, Kim. So lovely to see you. Hello to Sue. She says, good morning. Overcast here in Cheshire. Feeling sorry for myself. Oh, you've tested positive. I'm assuming that's for COVID. So I do hope you're feeling better. Get plenty of rest. It's horrible when you're not feeling well. It really, really takes it out of you. Lots of rest, lots of fluids, and lots of love is being sent from me to you. I hope you're feeling okay. So good morning to Heidi. Hello to Tutu. I've got something coming up special for you, Tutu, in what day will that be? Will that be Monday? I don't know. Next week, I think. Good morning to Camille. All will be revealed soon. Good morning to Camille. She says, Lucy, Natalie did tell us that she's on today and Kitty's on Friday. And this is your link for today. So we are totallybeads.co.uk/Facebook tutorials /Tara crystal earrings. So that's the link if you want to go over to the website and have a little look at those gorgeous crystals for you today that I'm going to be playing with. Sheila says, good morning, Natalie, and everybody. Quite dull morning in Washington, Tyne and Weir. Susan, she says, good morning, Natalie, and all my beading family. Overcast here in Staines today, but I need to stay in and finish off my Columbia corset. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. You've got your Rocky Horror thing coming up, haven't you, Sue, on bank holiday. Is that next Monday? I don't know where the days are yet. Next Monday. I hope you have a really lovely time. Lucy is saying her brain's a little bit like mush and she keeps forgetting everything. Look at me, Lucy. I don't know what day we're on, and now I'm here on a Wednesday. I'm going to be like confused for the rest of the week, I'm sure. Lucy's loving the pink. David says, hi all, just got up to open the windows. It's getting hot in his small room. I'm saying hello to Sue again, who's saying it's gorgeous, isn't it, Lucy? I think that's referring to the pink. And is saying good morning. David's in Frinton-on-Sea, so you're not too far away from our wonderful warehouse, David. Good morning to everybody. Elaine's in as well. Lucy saying there's a big spider in my room somewhere, so if I disappear, it's because I ran away. Lucy, I know I've told you a few times, this year I'm having the closest encounters with spiders, and I think I'm getting a bit better with them. I managed to put one out the front door for the first time in my life a few weeks ago, didn't I? But the other night I was putting my little one to sleep, and I lay on the bed with him. We'd just finished reading a story, and as my head touched the pillow, a very large spider just crawled past my face. I nearly moved out. What's going on? I don't even like being in the same room as them, but they're actually been on me lately, which is just, good morning to Sharon in Whitley Bay. Tutu says it's a bit rainy tonight. Lucy's putting stuff in her basket. Sylvia's here watching from South Australia. It's 6:30 in the evening, and she says it's freezing. She loves dangly earrings, so Sylvia, you're going to really love these makes. Hello to our lovely Linda. She says that I'm sounding so much better. I am so much better. I think I'm back to my usual health, which is fair to middling. So thank you for that, Linda. Tina's in. She's going to catch us up later. Carol's here. Joanne's giving me a wave. Lucy's saying supersized ones, I think, in regards to the spiders. It's the time of year, isn't it? They're looking for somewhere warm to come and live. Everyone's a bit like, with the spider. I never ever hurt one. I just can't. And I know they won't hurt me. It is a complete irrational fear. Jill says, I've sent a message to Kitty saying thank you for a lovely time at the warehouse on Saturday. Everyone was so helpful. I'm a dinosaur when it comes to the iPad, so I'm not sure if they've got the message. TotallyBeads warehouse, I'm sure, will be sitting and very, very busy getting on with things, but I'll probably be on a screen in the background somewhere. So from Jill, she's saying thank you to you all, TotallyBeads team, because the warehouse is just a place of absolute magic, and the workers in there are just amazing. They work so hard. They've all got such a good eye for colour, and they're the most helpful people. Whenever I'm there, I just feel comfort having the team around me, because I'm like, where's this? There. What size that? There. They're really, really helpful. Any questions you ever need, always check in with them. Mandy says, you need to get a spider catcher. I can't, Mandy, because I can't be close enough to, even like with something really long, it's too close. Camille says, you shouldn't sleep with your mouth open, as spiders will go in your mouth. That's not true, Camille. I know that's a myth. At the end of the day, if I was a spider, I'd look for somewhere warm. So I'd be thinking, oh, that little mouth looks warm, but you wouldn't go in a predator's mouth, would you? Don't tell me that. Sylvia says, if it's still hot there, that's when they come out. Good morning to Mary, and hello to Heidi, who's agreeing that their spiders are getting bigger. Right, enough about spiders. Let's get back on with the make. So I'm going to take you down on the mat. So if you've just joined us, this is what we're doing today. These absolutely beautiful earrings. Now I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to show you them because they've got the most amazing twinkle. You'll see some of them have got like a different coloured plating on the back. So these ones have got a gorgeous gold colour on them. And then you're getting the most amazing kind of pinky purples in those ones. These ones are stunning. So if you're loving your mermaidy pink colours, Look at them. Look how they twinkle. I'm not going to be able to show you them properly holding them flat on my hand. Camille's wanting the auburn. Look at them. They are possibly some of my favourite. They're just so stunning. Lucy's saying beautiful earrings. That pink is gorgeous. Again, we've got these which have got a lovely blue colour to them, but they've also got purples and twinkles of gold in there as well. These are your champagne coloured ones. Look at them, they're just so lovely. Morning, Elaine. Now, I can't decide because I love them all. So today I'm going to cheat and I'm going to do a mix. I would suggest get a couple of these. David says, Natalie, love the colours, they're fab. So get a mix. Just treat yourself. I think for the price they are today, you can make one pair of earrings up in one colourway. But I'm thinking, how gorgeous would those look with those mixed in? With these mixed in. So I think I'm going to cheat and I'm going to do a little bit of a mix. Elaine saying, oh, wow, these are lovely. So again, I want to show you the difference in the ear hooks. I always choose, have I got one to hand? A little French hook ear wire, which are really simple to use. They're really lightweight and they're really good quality. But then I found these in the warehouse. And I was like, well, aren't they just elegant? So you'll see they've got like a wider bottom. Come on, give me a little bit of focus. There you go. And I just think they look so beautiful. Again, really lightweight. So you can get these in the gold or the silver. I have got the silver ones to hand as well. So it depends what colourway you choose, which is going to go with what colour. But as I say, I'm probably going to do a mix today. So the bottom of them are open and you can just give it a little close, very, very gently. Or if you get them like this, where it's already closed, we're just going to open them up the same way as we would our usual French hook, just giving it a little lift, being very, very careful with them. But they are sturdy and they are beautiful. Kim's loving the mix and Lucy is sharing the link again. So let's get busy, let's get going. Today we're making absolute beautiful crystal square drop earrings. So I'm going to move them all out the way. Now everything you need is going to be in your kit. Everything's already measured out for you. You're going to get about 6 centimeters of the chain. So what I've done is I've worked out I will probably want about 9 links. So you'll have a little bit left over. So you can count your links per earring so you can make sure they're exactly the same, or you can drop your chain into the middle, find the center and just open that up. So I'm going to take my pliers. You can cut it if you want. I just want to make sure my links are the same on each side. So I've found the center and I'm going to count my links. I need to open it up on the next one, just so I'm right in the middle, because I want my earrings to be even. I want them to be the same length. So I'm just finding where that little link is. Gorgeous little etched oval chain on this one. Just opening it up like a jump ring. Threading off the side. Just open that up a tiny little bit more. And then closing that back over to make sure that link is closed. And then I'm just going to lay them against each other and check they are the same length, which they are. If you want to, you can count your chain length. So on most of mine, I've done 9 little links. It really doesn't matter. So I want them about this length. They're going to look lovely when they're in and when they're dangling. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my earring hooks. Now my earring hooks are just going to give me something to hold on to. So I'm going to attach these now. So as I say, if it's already looking a little bit closed, just very, very gently open it up. Thread on your chain. You need to open it up a little bit more. So I'm threading my hook onto that last link of my chain, and then I'm going to close it over again. So I'm just making sure it's closed and that chain's not going to fall off. And the same with the other. This one's already open for me. So I'm going to thread on my chain, and all I'm going to do now is very gently, if you can see, I've got that tiny little opening here. So I'm just going to take my pliers and give it a gentle pinch. I only need to pinch it slightly, and that's going to close that over. Sue says, good morning, Natalie and everyone. I've missed a few lives. We've had a very poorly cat and lots of trips to the vet. Thankfully, she seems to be on the mend. Lots of love to you and the pussycat, Sue. I hope she continues to get better. And Camille is also saying that she hopes your pussycat gets better soon. Okay, so I have my earrings ready to go. I'm now going to start attaching on my gorgeous, gorgeous crystals. So I'm using the gold colorway. So I'm going to get my gold head pins out. And I tend to use 10 on each earring. So I'm going to need 20 in total. So I'm just going to put 10 pins out for now. That will do. Don't worry if some of them aren't 100% straight. This one's got a slight bend in it. You can straighten that out, no problem. So I'm going to have 10 on each earring, and I'm going to get my gorgeous little cubes out. Now, in terms of tools, I'm using cutters, round nose pliers, some flat nose pliers, and I might even use the looper as well. So if you've got a little looper tool, you can get these on the website on TotallyBeads. If you haven't got one, they do speed you up a little bit. So I think I'm going to start with, I'm going to do 2 of each. I'm going to show you what these look like. They're very, very beautiful. So these are your crystals. Look at them. So they're a gorgeous square shape. You've got the plating on the back, and they look gorgeous whichever way. So if they turn around and flip, that's absolutely fine. Look at the colour and the twinkle. Elaine says she loves her looper tool. And Mandy's asking if they're the same cubes as we used for the bracelet. They're not. These aren't quite cubes, they're just squares. So you can see the cubes we had were the same width on each side, which made them a cube shape. These are squares, so they're not the same. Those would look lovely as earrings as well, but it was having those that kind of made me want to play with these. Look at the twinkle on that. They're just absolutely stunning. So if I am using my looper tool, I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to take my lovely little acrylic spacers, which are also included in your pack. I'm going to pop one on, so it's going to drop down towards that head pin. My head pin has got that little nail tip finish, so it's going to sit really lovely against that. I'm going to add on my gorgeous little square crystal, and I'm going to add on another one of my little spacer beads. And I just think they're just going to add a little bit of extra dimension and going to pretty them up a little bit. I am going to move these to the side because it's taking my focus away and I don't need them just yet anyway. So if I've got my looper and I've decided I'm going to use my looper, I'm just going to pop that pin all the way through so it comes out the little hole at the other side. I'm going to move it up so my little acrylic spacer bead is sitting next to this part of the tool, and then I'm just going to give it a little squish with my hands, and that's going to close that over. I will go and check that it's closed afterwards, but the brilliant thing about the looper is all my loops are going to be exactly the same. So then I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers, and I'm just going to close this over fully. I'm going to have to open these up again when I start popping them onto the chain, so it doesn't matter too much, but I'm just going to pop in my round nose pliers. I'm going to give it a little tilt if it needs it, and that's going to make my little loop sit directly on top of my bead there. So it's going to look more like a little I shape than a P. I'm not too concerned at the moment it's not fully closed. As I say, I can go back and do that, but that's how easy it is to do with the looper. David says it's a great tool. It speeds you up no end. But if you haven't got it, don't worry. I'm going to do it now without. So I'm going to pop on my spacer bead, my gorgeous little crystal. I love the colour of these ones. And another little spacer bead. This time, because I'm not going to use my looper, I'm going to use my pliers. So I'm going to pop a little bend at the top. So where my bead is, I'm just going to come in with my pliers and I'm going to bend it to around a 90-degree angle. This is going to make sure my loop is sitting on the top when I start to turn it. I'm then going to take my cutters and I'm going to use my flush cutters. So this side is flush towards what I'm going to cut. I'm going to keep hold of this bit so it doesn't ping away, and I'm going to cut. So I'm leaving myself about 1 centimetre. Then I'm going to come in with my round nose. I'm just going to hold that bead down there with my nail or my finger just to keep it in place. And I'm going to make sure that pin isn't sticking out the other side of my round nose pliers. And then I'm going to just start to turn that in. So for me, I give it a little flick up and then I reposition my hand. So I'm not putting too much stress or pressure on my wrist, and I'm just going to do little tiny movements, and that is going to come in and that is going to close my little loop. What size looper am I using? I'm being asked by Susan. This has got the little measurement on it here, so it's making a 2.25 millimeter loop. You can get different sizes. These are the ones that I've got from TotallyBeads, and I absolutely love. I think it makes the perfect size loop. So I'm gonna keep doing with both. I'm just gonna cheat, and I'm gonna keep pulling out different colours of these gorgeous crystal beads. Anne says, are the little gold beads the ones we got at Christmas for decorations with green and black? I don't know, Diane. They might be. I seem to be obsessed with them at the moment because I just think they add that little something else. So I'm going to be using these with some wire work that I'm going to be doing for you to make gorgeous earrings and pendant set in a couple of weeks' time. What have I used them for? I've used them for quite a few things, but I don't know, Diane, whether they were with your Christmas decorations. They may well have been. Okay, so little spacer, crystal and the spacer. Pick whichever tools up that you're using. I mean, the loop is just super quick. Now, what I've done there is I've started to turn it and I didn't check that my pin was going through the back. If that happens to you, it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to give it a gentle squeeze, but I'm going to be careful not to put too much pressure at the top because I don't want to break that little spacer. I'm going to come in with my cutters. So I'm still being able to use it. I'm just going to have to cut it off myself and pushing it back a little bit with my round nose pliers, and then I'm going to close that up again. So I make 10 for each earring. I'm going to use 20 in total, and at the moment I'm making sure that whatever little crystals I'm using is going to be the same on each one. But again, you don't have to. You can do a mix if you want. If you're just going to buy one pack, then you might want to do all one colourway. So they would look very, very beautiful in all of one colour as well. So I'm going to do the looper again, only I'm going to do it properly this time. I'm popping it through that little hole. That little hole is going to ensure that when I give it a little gentle squeeze, it's going to cut it off and turn it in. And then I just slide it out and straighten it up if I need to. So I don't think it matters too much whether all your loops are perfectly the same size. They will all hang lovely when you start attaching them to the chain. Could you use seed beads instead of spacer beads? If so, what size would you recommend? You could use seed beads. I think size 11s would go on your head pins, no problem. You just need to make sure that obviously they fit on. Your holes in these little metallic spacers fit on perfectly. And I just think having that extra metallic colour just complements the earring, and it brings it in together. So obviously your findings are going to be, say, all gold or all silver, your chain and your earring hooks. And I think just adding those on just kind of gives it a little bit more fullness, because obviously you've got that rounded shape to it. But up to you, if you've got them in your stash, then by all means, I'm sure they would work. So without the looper, I'm going to give it a little bend on the sides to around 90 degrees. I'm going to cut off, leaving myself about 1 centimetre. I'm going to take my round nose pliers. If I'm going to just use my round nose pliers, I'm probably just going to make a mental note where I want to start turning that loop. Obviously your pliers are tapered, so they're smaller at the end, wider towards your handles. So the higher up you bring that little pin, the larger that loop's going to be. I like to make them quite small towards the end. You can draw on with a marker pen so they're all in exactly the same position. But as I say, it doesn't matter too much if they're not all exactly the same. I think that one's what I've done by hand and that one's with the looper. So you can see they're roughly the same size anyway. Good morning, Edward. How are you doing? Not seen you for a little while. Thank you so much for joining us. Mandy says, is TotallyBeads doing the Nantwich and Haydock bead show again? I'm not too sure. We did do them earlier in the year. I attended the Haydock one. It was a whole lot of fun. And I know Simon attended the Nantwich one. Whether they will go again, it's going to depend on their schedule, Mandy, but whatever it is, if we do ever do any events like that, then we'll be sure to advertise it and we'll let you know. So we usually pop things like that in our newsletter. So if you're not subscribed to us, then what are you waiting for? You're going to get an email from TotallyBeads. It's going to show you all the wonderful offers that we've got on, and any event information or open days like that. Lisa says, good morning. I'm so sorry I'm late today. I forgot what day it was. Good morning, Lisa. It is Wednesday today. It is the 24th of August already. So if you are just joining us like Lisa is, then we're making gorgeous crystal drop earrings today. They're very, very, very beautiful. And because I love them so much and I can't decide what colourway to do, I'm cheating and I'm using them all because I think they're going to look gorgeous as a little mix. So I'm just popping on my acrylic spacers my gorgeous crystals, and another little acrylic spacer. So they just fit on and they just twinkle beautifully. I'm using both types of my tools today. So here I'm using my looper because it speeds me up very, very quickly. And I'm also going with my old trusty tools, which are perfect for everything. So whatever you've got to hand, you can use your normal round nose pliers just to turn those loops. So they are a quick make. This is something nice that you can do. I tend to batch make them, so rather than add them onto the chain as I go, I just make up 20 of them, 10 for each earring. Again, you can make them a little less full if you want to. You could just add the chain and just have one dangling on the bottom if you want. There's lots that you can do, but I think they look beautiful like this. What colour haven't I used yet? I've not used these gorgeous champagne coloured ones. Mandy says, thank you, fingers crossed. I'll let you know, Mandy, it'll be definitely up on the website, and they will keep you posted. So again, taking my pins, I've put them to the side, but I'm picking them up out the bag, so I'll just have to do a little count at the end. And I'm not going to, when I attach them onto the chain, I'm not going to be particular of where I'm putting them on. Obviously, if you get one pack, you're getting one colourway, so they'll all go on in, you know, whatever order. I'm not going to be particular to make sure that the auburn one is in the same position on the other earring. I think they will look nice with a little bit of a mix. So again, I'm just coming in with my round nose pliers, just fixing that loop a little bit. Again, not too concerned if it's not fully closed at the moment, because I am going to be opening them up again to add them onto the chain. I do just think if you can make sure that they are fairly closed and rounded and in the shape that you want at this stage, then all it is a case of just flicking them open again and popping them on. So once I've put my beads onto my pin, I'm popping it through the back hole in that looper, giving it a gentle little push. This makes sure that, you know, you're not putting any strain on your wrist. So if you do suffer with joint problems with your hands, if you've not got much strength in your hands, use your tools. That's what your tools are there for. It's worth definitely investing in a looper like this, because that will just ensure that, you know, you're not having to put that pressure to rotate your wrist. Oh, Camille says, happy anniversary, Sue. So Sue says she's just realised this morning that my hubby and I have been together for 44 years yesterday. That's wonderful. Many happy congratulations to you. What is the secret of a happy marriage, Sue? Let us know. It's my mother and father-in-law's anniversary next week, and also my mum and dad's wedding anniversary as well next week. One's married on the 30th, the others are married on the 31st. So I always have to remind my mother and father-in-law that it's their anniversary, because they always forget. I'll just take them a little gift and a card or something. She's like, what's this for? And I'm like, it's your anniversary. 44 years. That's amazing. Oh my goodness, Elaine says it's her anniversary today too. 21 years for us. Oh my God, congratulations. It will be my 10-year wedding anniversary next year. Yeah, together for 20 and married for 10. It's gone rather quick. So my advice for a happy marriage would be have your own interests and have your own hobbies. Just like me with the jewellery making, my husband quite likes playing chess and I don't know how to play chess, so it's nice to have your own interests. So when you do get a minute together, you've got something to talk about. So what have I basically said? Secrets of a happy marriage is be independent. So I'm going to straighten that one up a little bit more because it's looking more like a P than an I shape on the top of that. Okay, so what colour am I going to go for next? Let's see how many I've got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to do more of those. Absolutely loving these colours. What is my last one going to be? I think I'm going to use those purpley ones too. So I've got enough mermaid pink, purples, crystals, beautiful, beautiful shimmer. So I'm going to keep getting my hairpins out and I'm just going to finish these off. Sue says, possibly because we're both slightly crazy. 42nd wedding anniversary of Valentine's Day. That's lovely. Lucy says, as long as he agrees with me, it's a happy life. What's that? Happy wife, happy life, I think is the saying. I'm sure you do a lot for him too. 31 years Lucy's been married for. That's lovely. Everybody sounds very loved up. It's very nice. Camille says it'll be our 50th next June. Camille is the same. Frank's asking, hi, quick tip for the one-step looper. If you bend your head pin before taking it out, it saves doing it afterwards. I have seen that, Frank. That's a brilliant suggestion, Frank. I'm going to try it. I'm a creature of comfort, so I just do what I do, but I will demonstrate for you now what Frank is referring to. So I'm taking my pin, I'm popping on my beads. I'm popping in my looper, it's going through. So you suggest now, Frank, is that right, that if I kind of give this a little twist, or you suggesting I bend my head pin first? Oh, okay. I'm going to see if I do it this way. So I'm going to bend my head pin. There you go. I still want to go in and I still want to just double check it. So that is Frank's top tip. Thank you for that, Frank. A wonderful name, Frank, I must say, which is my son's name. Mandy says her husband goes fishing and I take my jewellery mix with me. So you keep yourself occupied. I've never been fishing before. Celia says 23 years in September and Mandy's been with her husband for 31 years. Well, isn't that lovely? I don't know. I think you need to be happy by yourself before you can be truly happy with somebody else. But it is lovely when you find that special someone. So I've only got a few more to do. I'm going to go back to doing it with my round nose, just for those who don't have the loopers. So I'm going to make sure I've got enough to put 10 on each, which is what I've done for my design. But you can, if you want to, add less. You're getting all of what you need for this design in your kit. So I'm cutting off, leaving about 1 centimetre. I say I always hold the pin while I cut it, just because I want to make sure it doesn't ping away. You can bend that closer to the bead if you want to. The way I'm positioning mine is I have a little tiny drop just before my crystals. Just going to turn that in. Haven't turned that one in quite as much as I'd like, and the reason why that happened is because I hadn't put it flush against my round nose pliers when I turned it. I just love the colours of these. They're so pretty. As I say, the reason why I've done a bit of a mix is because I couldn't decide. I was loving the blue, then I was loving the purple. Today I'm loving this auburn. It's just so pretty. Just trying to check if I've missed any comments. Keep coming with your top tips. We all have our own methods of doing something. Just because I do mine this way doesn't mean it's the right way. You might have a different way to turn your pins or whatever it is. I'm going to have to speed up, aren't I? Elaine says they would make a lovely bracelet joined together. Elaine, they would do. Oh, just getting a length of chain and just attaching them on and they would jingle. I think you've inspired me, Elaine. I think that's going to be another make at some point. That's a really good idea. Okay, yeah. I'm going to pop that on my list, Elaine. I love that. Okay, I am going to go back to my looper quickly, just to speed us up a little bit. But it doesn't take much time at all. So I'm going to pop on a little acrylic spacer bead, my gorgeous crystal cube, or square rather, another one of my acrylic spacer beads, and then turn my loop. Frank says, this is Frank's tip. I meant to say after you've cut your head pin with the looper, then bend the head pin, then take it off the looper. And he says he's called his son Frankie. I called my son, well, he's Francis, but he gets Frank for short. My granddad, so my mum's dad, was Frank, and my dad's mum was Francis. So she got Fran. So he's named after his great-grandparents. And I thought it was quite an unusual name, to be honest, because it's an older name. It's a lovely name, but I didn't think, there'd be that many of them. But surprisingly, there is. He starts school in just a couple of weeks. And there is another Frank in his class, I think, and they'll differentiate between the two because one will be Frank and one will be Francis, or one will be Frankie and one will be Francis. Okay, so last one. And now I can start attaching them to my chain. So I've got my little pile of my absolute beauties. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Enough for 2 pairs. I'm going to tidy up my desk a little bit. Where have you gone? Why are you floating over there? Is that an extra one? Heidi says they look nice on the mat. They look like a nice bracelet. They would make a beautiful bracelet. You could actually get, instead of using your head pins, you could use your eye pins, and you could make these into double connectors, and you could just connect them like that. Oh, I'm loving these ideas. David says, don't you just hate it when your thread snaps when beading, so I have to start again? I hate knots. I do love the loop tool, so I'll have to get one. Get one, David. I'll try and see where they are on the website for you, or if Lucy's about, if that spider's not chased her away. If you could find the link, Lucy, that would be really, really, really appreciative. And yeah, mishaps happen all the time, David. You just have to take a deep breath and come back to it when you can. Okay, so I'm just going to start adding on my lovely little cubes. So I'm going to take the loop that I've made and I'm going to just flick it up a little bit, and I'm going to take my chain. I'm going to miss the first link just because, and I'm going to slide that on to the second link, and then I'm going to close that over again. And then I'm going to pick up another one. I could do them both at the same time, and I did say I wasn't going to be particular about what I put where. So I'm flicking it up. Got a little hair on my finger there. They should be on my head. So I've missed that first link. You don't have to. It's just how I like to start mine off. And I'm closing that over again. And you don't have to worry about putting them on different sides. I tend to just add them all on and then have a little look. I'll lay it flat, I'll pick it up, and I'll think, is there anywhere there that looks like it could do with being a little bit fuller? And then I will just add a little bit more in. Carol says the loopers are sold out. She's just had a look. Do apologise, Carol. I'll see if we can get some more ordered in. Yeah, Lucy's going to message for you as well. You can get them from other sites, but the TotallyBeads ones are brilliant. So I'm just picking my next one up, and I'm going to add that onto the next link, going down and closing that over. So as I say, I'll just keep picking them up. I'll keep just having a little look by eye and think, do I need another one in a certain place to make it fill out a little bit more? As I say, we're going to put 10 on our chain. So I usually use around 9 links. I think this one's probably got 12 links on it. So you're going to have more than enough to give them that lovely full look. I said I wasn't going to be particular about where I position them, but I am picking them up in order, doing them at the same time. Obviously, if you are just getting one of the kits today, then you just put them on any way you want because they're all going to be the same colour. So I tend to put one on the link below. Let's get in shot. So I'm just threading that through onto the next link and just closing it over. So this is why I quite like to make sure that my loops have been shaped accordingly to begin with. All I need to do then is just literally flick it slightly over. Sue's saying about Francis being a popular name and family that she has, which has got the same name. Things come back into fashion, don't they? Elaine is asking, do you need to add on to each side? This is what I'm saying, Elaine. You can do. You can say, right, put one on that side and put one on this side of the links. I tend to just put them on going down, and then I will just have a little look and see, does it look like I need to add one on the other side, or if it's, full enough. As you pick them up, they do move around. So it doesn't matter too much. Let's get these beautiful auburn ones in. So as you can see, they will flip to either side of the chain. So you can put them on either side. You can put them onto the same link as well. There's enough room in those chain links to add 2. I think the postman has just knocked. I do apologise. Could you bear with me a second? I've had something delivered and it needs to be signed for. No, it's just a flyer. So that's not what I was expecting. I do apologise. So what was I doing? I picked up one of these beautiful auburn ones, didn't I? So I'm flicking that open. I'm just going to add that in between there. There's that little hair again. Why are the hairs not on my head? I've just washed it, so it falls out. I'm going to pop that one onto the next link. So I'm not worried too much about having them all in the same place. I'm just threading it on and closing it over. I find 10 is a good number. Look how pretty they're looking already. I'm loving these colours together. David says, I know the bracelet is a great idea. It might be called a illusory link or something like that. It could be. It could be a rosary. I suppose it depends how you put it together. I was going to do them on chain, but actually, if you were to make these double connectors, a bracelet would be absolutely lovely. I'm going to have to make a bracelet now. I'm going to put it on my to-do list of things to make. So I'm hoping, I don't know what colour I picked up there, I'm just going to go at random now. I'm hoping to get down to the warehouse in a couple of weeks and start putting more projects together. I know I keep saying I don't want to say it, but there's like 100 and something days left till Christmas, so we're probably going to have to start putting together our 12 days of Christmas activities or whatever it is that we're doing this year. So if you have any suggestions that you would like to do, drop us a comment, or I don't know, send us an email, whatever it is. Pop a comment on the Totally Handmade group and let us know what it is you would like to do. We can revisit some past projects as well if you like. We could always put a kit together, you know, the same project but with some different beads, whatever it is. I do love doing festive things. I do like doing seasonal things. So I said I might try and do a pumpkin with you, like a pumpkin pendant towards Halloween, but that would also tie in for Thanksgiving. Camille says, shh, it means I need to start making Christmas cards. Mandy says they'd look nice on a long chain and have a cluster at the bottom of the chain. They would. Okay, so I'm going to do a necklace and I'm going to do a bracelet with them then, I think. Right, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pick it up and have a little look. I do seem to feel like they're kind of more towards one side, and I'm going to add a couple more just further up. So although I've been working down the chain, I can just think occasionally, do I want another one on that one? So just keep picking them up. They're going to be symmetrical. They're going to be the same. You're using the same colours, the same length of chain. So they are going to hang similar. They just look very different when they're lying flat than when they're on. So I'm going to add another one to this one. As all jewellery goes, everything always looks better when it's being worn rather than when it's sitting on a jewellery stand. I'm going to go through that link there, I think. Just give it a little drop just to see. Yeah, I could go through that one. So they're really straightforward and easy to do. Just a case of opening up your link, the loops that you've made and threading them onto whatever link you want. And then just giving it a little close over. Tutu says they're so cute. Lucy wants more peyote pictures like the beach huts. I think it'd be nice to do little festive ones. I say I think it'd be nice. I know that won't be a project for me. I'll be making Kitty demo that one. But we could have a little Christmas pudding. We could have a little snowman, maybe a Christmas tree, maybe a little angel. I loved those. She's very, very clever. The beach huts looked amazing. When they were all framed up, they just looked stunning. She is a clever lady. So yeah, keep your suggestions coming in. If we don't get round to do them all this year, there's always next year. Elaine says, so you've got a chain with 12 links on and you're adding 10 beads, a link on each chain, is that right? I've usually, when I've done it, I've cut it, I've just cut this in the middle. So I had my chain, which was 6 centimeters, and I just cut it right down the middle, which means I've probably got about 12 links. When I've been doing them on these ones, I've had 9 links. So it's entirely up to you, Elaine, how long you want to make them. I just thought for time's sake, I'd just cut them in the middle. What I would do is just check however many you've got on one, you've got on the other. So you can add one to each link. You can miss a link. I've missed the top link out on both of them. It doesn't really matter too much as long as they both look nice and full. So I'm having enough on the same amount on each side. So you're going to get, I think it's 20 of your cubes in your pack. So I tend to put 10 on each one. I think that's looking nice and full. Can I please have my holiday first for talking about Christmas? Yes, you can. Let's stop talking about Christmas. Sue's saying crackers. Okay, that's no more Christmas talk. Just give me project ideas. Don't mention the C word. Okay, so I'm just going to add the last ones on now. Hold it up. My earring. Just having a little look where it dangles. I'm going to thread this one onto the bottom. So I'm just holding it up. Hold them up against each other. Just see where might I want to add that last one in. So I'm going to come in there at the side, fill that bit up a little bit towards the bottom. And even with a whole lot of chatting, you will find this is a very quick make. It won't take you very long. Longest thing will be just turning those pins, which is something you can do, as I say, while you're watching TV, or if you've gone fishing with your husband or your partner or whoever. It's something you can just do while you're sitting. So I love the mixed colours. Look at them. Shall I put them in? Let's put them in. So your ear wires fit very, very comfortably in your ear. Jill says they're gorgeous. Thank you for another lovely tutorial. You are most welcome. All I'm doing is just trying to find the hole in my ear at the moment to put them through. There you go. I mean, I did do them originally all one colour, and I love the colours, but because I love the colours, I've just cheated, and now I want a mixed pair. David thinks the mixed colours give an antique look. Beautiful project. Love the auburn colour, says Dulce. What's today's kit called? I can't find it. So here are the earrings. Elaine, I'll take you over to the website very quickly and you can have a little look again. So we are on TotallyBeads.co.uk and they're the Tara crystal earrings today. So if you go into the video tutorial section, so you can scroll in categories at the top and you can click video tutorials, or you can go on that big logo. They're right at the top here, the Tara crystal earrings for one kit, which makes up one beautiful pair of earrings. They reduced today for £3.99. Don't forget, if you're not watching in the UK and you need to check the currency, you can just click on this little bit here and whatever it is you want. So today we'll have a little look, how much is it in euros, and have a little scroll down and you can, they're all reduced still, so now these are only €4.78. So absolute bargain price. I'm going to change that back because I know that's going to catch me off next time. So I'm going to go back to pounds sterling. So there are your gorgeous earrings at £3.99. If to be like me and you want to make a little bit of mix, so they do look absolutely gorgeous, whichever way you want to do it, get yourself a couple of the packs and look how pretty they are. The only thing that you can't see here, I mean, it's gone so dark in this room, you can't see the colours. Can you hear? They've got such a lovely little jingle. They're really lightweight and I love these earring hooks. They are so comfortable. You really will forget you're wearing them. So they are the beautiful, beautiful earrings today. Lorraine says they're lovely. Mandy says they're beautiful as always. Lucy shared that link again for you. So you can copy that link and you can just click on that in your search bar and that will take you straight to the kit. Camille says she's loving the mixed colours. Thank you for another cool tutorial. Have a lovely day, everybody, and take care. Elaine says thanks. Sue says mixed colours look lovely. Thanks for cheering me up. Not sure my head's okay to bead today, but can't wait to try. Sue, we hope you're feeling better soon, my lovely. Thank you so much for taking your time to be with me today. Thank you all for keeping me company this morning. I hope you have a really lovely rest of the week. It is still Wednesday, so I was going to wish you a lovely weekend then, but I'm jumping the gun already. I will be back with you next week. Oh, Lisa has great tutorial today, Natalie. Catch you next week. She's got the wedding on Friday. I hope you have a lovely, lovely time. And thank you to Adelina and Lorraine. So I will be back with you at some point next week. I don't know what day we're on. If you've enjoyed what we've done today, please give me a little thumbs up, give me a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can catch us on YouTube at any point. Just go on TotallyBeads Limited on YouTube and you can watch back any of the tutorials. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, a lovely, lovely week. Lots of love and light to you, and I'll see you very soon.